that it doesn't need to be live?
As far as, yeah, this is the one that
I know
it's
which
the
one you're talking
Lujan
about.
children.
I just didn't know if I needed to say on YouTube, it doesn't need, I'm finding good cause not to broadcast the next hearing. You don't care either way?
I think maybe that makes sense. I don't know that it matters, but I'm trying to think like if we were in a courtroom, you'd call the case and then you would close the courtroom. So I guess you could just call the case, and then say, due to good, I find good cause that we're going to take that this will be a closed courtroom and therefore not broadcast, and then shut down YouTube and do it. I guess that would be on the record that there was good cause found. And I told the family when they log in today, their screen is probably going to say something like Foley's Fourth or something like that. They're not going to have their name on it because they're not real sure.
I'll call it with just you in the courtroom, and I won't even bring them in until I take it off YouTube.
Okay, that'll work. So,
okay.
Yeah, apparently the family's already found a bunch of info and stuff. That's why it's.
Have already found a bunch of what?
Info about the adoptive family, like what the extended members of the terminated family have been hunting them, searching them down, that kind of stuff. So that's why we're being very cautious with it.
Something we need to do.
I don't know there's really anything we can do as long as we keep, just keep it off public record is the main thing.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, let's bring in, you said Lujan, so we'll need Rebecca Lujan. And
it's Rebecca Lujan, Miss Blount, Michelle Woodruff was the CASA, and Valeria Tavares is the CPS worker.
Okay, Roxanne's not there. I don't see the CASA worker.
Okay.
Courtney Bethany is the supervisor. Should she be in?
I'm sorry, say it again, Judge.
Courtney Bethany and Crystal Garcia are both supervisors. I don't know which is the supervisor on this case, but should one of them be in this? Or does it matter?
Larry, I assume Crystal would be in. Does Courtney need to be in also on this one?
Courtney Bethany's not a supervisor. She's also an adoptions worker.
Right. Okay.
Oh, Courtney.
So just Ms. Garcia.
Sorry. I was thinking of Courtney Reese. Duh.
Yeah.
But Crystal does.
She's welcome to be, Judge.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
I don't know if anybody else coming in.
Right, Texas Jody. I don't know who that is.
That's probably the one we were discussing just a few minutes ago, Your Honor.
Gotcha. Okay. This is cause number E22111. We're here for an adoption. Mr. Foley, you represent the plaintiff. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. And she'll be my only witness today.
All right. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, to start off, I would like to ask you to take judicial notice of the file to include all the necessary required pleadings in this case, specifically the affidavit regarding interstate compact, the health, social, education, genetic history report, the adoption readiness report, the criminal history on file for Ms. Lujan, the waiver and consent by the Department of Humane Conservative. Of course, Ms. Tavares is here with us in person. The waiver by Ms. Blount as the attorney ad litem, the waiver by Ms. Woodruff as the guardian ad litem and CASA in this case, and then, of course, the underlying suit determination.
And I have had a chance to review the file. All of those items are in order. The court will take judicial notice of those items. Ms. Lujan, you're going to be called as a witness. Could you unmute your device?
Okay. Got it? All right, good.
For me, please. Do you swear and affirm that any testimony you give in the cause before the court would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Foley.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, and Ms. Lujan, would you state your name for the court?
Rebecca Dominguez Lujan.
And Ms. Lujan, are you joining us from your home there in Odessa today?
I am. Yes, sir.
Okay. And are you here today asking this court to allow you to adopt John Michael Anthony Gonzalez?
That's correct.
And as to John Michael, he was born on September 20th, 2016, right there in Ector County.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you are currently his great aunt, is that correct?
I am.
You're asking today for this court to make you officially his mom for all legal purposes, is that right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. And how long has John Michael been living with you at your home?
He's been here since July the 8th, 2020. So about a year and a half or so.
Okay. So based on your already current relationship with him, the time frame he's been living with you, do you believe that this adoption is in his best interest?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He has a lot of family here that loves him, will take care of him, and just watch him as he grows and help him.
All right. And it always takes a village, right?
That's correct, for sure.
All right. And you understand that should the court grant this adoption, that you're going to take all the duties and responsibilities of a parent for him, just as if he'd been born to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you are asking for a name change today to John Michael Anthony Dominguez. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And just to clarify for the court, can you tell us why the name is Dominguez for his last name?
It's my maiden name. So I'm planning on changing my last name. Well, it's already on there, but just to drop Lujan. So that'll be my next step so that we can all have the same last name.
Perfect. All right. Well, Your Honor, with that, I'll pass this witness. And I know Ms. Tavares has been involved in this case, and I'm sure she could answer any further questions about best interest. But other than that, we would rest and ask you to grant the adoption and the name change.
Ms. Tavares, is there anything you'd like to add?
From the time I got the case up until now, I've been working with them. I've seen John Michael grow in the home. You could tell he kind of runs the show in the home, and he's clearly bonded with Rebecca and the entire family.
Well, and I can tell by her beautiful smile that she really loves this child. And I can also tell that she has really good taste in artwork. That is a beautiful painting behind her.
Well, thank you.
But all of the evidence is in order, and I am so excited to tell you that as of today, I will be signing this order. The adoption is granted. The name change is granted as well to John Michael Anthony Dominguez.
That's correct. Thank you so much.
So y'all will have the same name. And I just want to thank you for all the hard work that you do. Oh, I see a little head in the picture.
You see? Come over here.
Hi
There he
there.
is.
Would you like to say anything while you're on TV?
Are you glad to be adopted? Yeah.
Are you happy? Okay, that's all I need to know. All right, well, you win.
All right. That's awesome.
All right,
Yeah.
Mr. Bali, is there anything else on this case?
There is not, Your Honor. Just thank you to all the workers. Thank you to Ms. Lujan. Y'all have a congratulations
you.
and have a great day.
Y'all
Thank you
have
so
a great
much.
day. And
All
we'll
right, thank you.
recess this case. Y'all can exit the courtroom unless you're on another one of the cases. And we'll recess this one and move on to our next case. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thank
He's
you.
giving us a peace sign back there. So,
All right. Thank you.
all right, take care.
You too, ma'am. Thank you. I want to get up. Oh, leave.
That is a beautiful painting. I got a little bit carried away just looking at the colors in it. All right, the next one I have is Keegan Young.
Okay, that is the 080.
Yes.
Okay.
No, 110. 22110.
Oh, you know, Judge, when she typed this, it had the old cause number. I think this is the one we filed that motion to sever and all that on.
Okay, so when I call it 008.
Hold on, let me just double check that real quick. I want to tell you
Yes,
wrong on that.
110 was the original. And then it
Okay.
changed.
Okay. The voice of wisdom has spoken.
From the dark nether regions, the voices come.
The dark nether regions. Who do you need on this one?
Your Honor, we'll be calling, we have Mr. and Miss Lowen, and they are there, Courtney Bethany, Miss Burnell with Buckner.
Well, we
Kate
lost
Collis
Courtney
with the CASA.
Bethany.
What's that?
There she is. I thought she had logged off. Is it CASA? On this one?
CASA's Kate Collis.
Yes.
Here's Miss Bethany.
Good morning.
I don't know that Mr. Myrick was going to show up. He was the ad litem on this.
He's not in there, and I let your people in and they disappeared. The adoption people disappeared. Oh, they don't have their video on. There we are. All right. The court will call cause number E22. This would be 008, and my understanding is it has been severed out of 110 AD. Is that correct, Mr. Foley?
080, Your Honor, not 008.
080, thank you. And you represent the petitioners in this case.
Correct. Yes, Your Honor.
How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, I'll be calling both of Mr. and Ms. Lowen as my witnesses today. And before you swear them in, I would ask that you take judicial notice of the file to include all the necessary required pleadings, specifically the affidavit regarding interstate compact, the health, social, education, genetic history report, the adoption readiness report, the criminal history on file for both of my clients, the waiver and consent by the department as major conservator, the waiver by Mr. Myrick as the attorney ad litem, the waiver by Ms. Collis as the CASA as the guardian ad litem, and of course the underlying seat of termination.
Great. I have had the chance to review those items. Everything is in order, and so I will take judicial notice of those items. Mr. and Ms. Lowen, can I ask both of you to raise your right hands? It's a test to see if you don't drop the baby. There we go. Do each of you swear and affirm that the testimony you give in the cause before the court would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. You may put your hands down. And Mr. Foley.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, I think they've already passed the test. They've already done this whole process just a couple months ago. So
Yay.
now they've gone 2 without dropping a baby. So they're really pretty impressive. All right, and Judge, I'll be calling Mr. Lowen as my first witness today.
All right, you may proceed.
Right. Mr. Lowen, would you state your name for the court?
My name is Jake Lowen.
I think
Full
all of
name is
Mr.
Jacob
Lowens are
Taylor.
wanting to communicate. That's good.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, and Mr. Lowen, would you just take a quick moment and introduce your family to the court?
Okay. This is my lovely wife, Sarah, over here. And our baby girl that we got to adopt in November, Adenaya in the background. And Ezra right here, his name is currently Keegan. Yeah, and he's becoming very talkative, and we are filing to change his name to Ezra James.
Excellent. All right. And today you are joining us from your home there in Seminole. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And like I said, you just introduce us to Keegan, and his current name is Keegan Cy Young. He was born December 22nd, 2019 there in Ector County. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And like I said, I know one time we were hoping to do this adoption in November, but he has been an active part of your home for close to 2 years. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
1 year. Yes, 1 year.
Oh, okay. I thought he was there in June of 2020. So,
I think she's telling me my hair's messed up.
Yeah, my wife combed him this morning, but he doesn't like his hair combed very well.
Mine's 13 and he still feels that way. So I feel you. Good luck with it. So based on the time that he's lived with you and obviously his bond with his sister and his other siblings there in the home, do you believe that this adoption is in his best interest?
Yes, sir, I do believe so.
And can you tell us why you think so?
Well, I think he's a wonderful part of our family. He keeps us on our toes for sure. And he's getting very active. He has, uh-oh, can you still see me?
I can still hear you. You must have turned your camera off.
Sorry, Ezra did that.
Yeah.
That's exactly, I think Ezra might have touched it.
Hold the keys, but yeah, he has flourished in our home since he's gotten here. He has come a long way. He's made a lot of progress, and the caseworkers and everything have agreed that he's doing very well here. And we love to have him as part of our family. And even though he can be a handful, can be very busy sometimes, but like I said, he keeps us on our toes. We are learning a lot from him, and we believe he's learning a lot from us too.
All right. And just as you did a few months ago with Adonaiah, do you understand that should the court grant this adoption, you're taking all the responsibilities and duties of a parent for Ezra, just as if he'd been born to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you said earlier about the name change, and you are asking for a new name for Keegan to be Ezra James Lowen.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right. Your Honor, I'll pass this witness.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Lowen. You may call your next witness.
All right. I'll call Miss Lowen. And ma'am, would you state your name for the court?
My name is Sarah Lowen.
Miss Lowen, did you hear your husband's testimony today?
I did.
Are you in agreement with that testimony?
Yes, sir.
Do you also believe that this adoption is the best thing for Ezra?
I do. I believe he would benefit from this adoption because he's been through a lot. And we've just seen him just improve and grow this last year from when he arrived at our home to now. It's just night and day difference, and it's just been so amazing to watch. And we're very excited to be able to raise this little guy. And he's a great kid. And so yeah, we're excited, and the kids love each other and they play together and fight together, and so yeah, it's gonna be great.
Excellent. And you're also willing to take on all those same duties and responsibilities of a parent for Ezra, just if he'd been born to you?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Your Honor, I'll pass this witness. And I do not have any further witnesses or evidence. I know we have Ms. Collis here from CASA, and we have Ms. Bethany who've been involved in this case, and I would defer to them for any further best interest. But we would rest and ask you to grant the adoption and the name change.
Ms. Bethany, you know this family. Is there anything that you'd like to add?
Other than I know that they're very committed to meeting Ezra's needs. He's very, very bonded to Jake and Sarah, as well as Adonai and his other siblings. So no, other than that, I know he's in great hands, and I'm excited for this adoption.
All right, thank you very much. Ms. Collis, you visited with this family and you represent the best interest of this child. What is your recommendation?
CASA is very excited to see this family finally get to adopt him. He seems to be very happy with his home. So he couldn't ask for a better set of parents for him.
Well, okay, it sounds like nobody disagrees, so there's no objection. So we keep losing the video on the somebody keeps turning off.
Yeah, Ezra keeps.
Sorry.
I think Ezra's figured out which button it is.
Sorry about that.
You'll have to get Ezra to teach you how to turn it back on, because that's,
Right.
that's how to do it. All right, everything is in order, and it's obvious. It's obvious he's part of your family already. So I am happy to grant this adoption. It'll be signed today. The name change is granted as well to, I believe I got Ezra James Logan, correct?
Lowen.
Lowen.
Lowen. Well, I can see it on the screen. I just spelled it wrong. Okay. So that is granted, and thank goodness your attorney put it in the paperwork correctly. You didn't have to rely on the judge to put it in the paperwork, so it's done. So as of today, this one is granted, and instead of having one big party in November, you got to have one in November and another one today.
That's
so
right.
Congratulations. February, the love month. So congratulations. And it's official as of today.
All right, thank you. Yay.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
All right, Mr. Foley, anything I failed to address?
No, Your Honor, we've got it all covered. We appreciate Mr. Mislowen. Thank y'all and good luck to you
Oh,
on all,
yes.
on all that you do.
Thank you.
Right, so
Congrats.
All right, we'll recess that
Bye-bye.
case and y'all can exit the Zoom room. Thank you very much. All right, the next one I have is cause number 091. Mr. Foley?
Correct, Your Honor. That's the Paredes family.
Okay, so they're here.
And they're with me.
So I was in my office, they're here in the lobby. So I'm just gonna set up with them in the conference room because they don't have any accessibility to the computer. So give me like 5 seconds.
Thank you, Ms.
One,
Bethany.
Okay,
And,
maybe like 45. Hold on. Let me go. Hold on.
and Judge, I don't know if anybody else is there or not. We have Ms. Nutter was the attorney ad litem on this case. Mr. Dyers was the CASA and guardian ad litem. And of course, Ms. Bethany is the caseworker on this one.
I have none of those people. I think I have Mr. Augustin, Missy Ward. Oh, there's Michael Dyers. And I believe they're all on the last one. I never realized how fun it was to have someone with their camera on walking around in their office building and
I know, I
watching.
probably should have Hold on.
It's just every time she turns a corner, you wonder what we're going to see next. See, we need to do surprise visits of our coworkers to see if they're working or doing
They
the
got
work.
solitaire up or what's going on.
Let me see. Hold on.
So let's watch one of those YouTube videos where you're waiting for some family member to jump out behind the next corner of the door and try and scare her or something.
Let me see. Would be the conference room that I had intended for was already taken. Let me see. I probably could put them just in my office, but the lighting. Let me see. Nope. I'll go grab them and to bring them in my office, if that's okay.
Did you lose them?
No, I'll just go get them and just bring them in my office. I'll just be there with them, of course, if that's okay.
I thought maybe you lost them. Couldn't find them. They're hiding.
Good, how are you?
Running around the building.
Yeah. No, ma'am, I didn't lose them. They're in the lobby.
I'm getting tired just watching her. Tell you, I'm glad my office isn't that big.
Get their steps in.
Could have left my computer. You ready first?
All right.
We'll just go in my office.
Okay, good. Get up with it. They need to sit down.
Okay. We'll go this way. We'll go to this, make a left. This first door right here. Hi, Marcy. Hey, Mr. Greg. You look pretty sharp today. Okay, keep going straight. We'll just go in my office because the rooms that I thought we were gonna have. This straight, we'll go this way. Good morning.
That was longer than 45 seconds.
Or like 45 minutes.
girl, I thought I was so fast. You could outdo me.
All righty, let me set this down. We can have the kids sit in the front so they can see the
Where?
kid. Or right here, we're gonna have the kids sit in the front.
Okay.
The judge. I know, it's a little messy.
No. Fine. Take your jacket down.
And then I'm gonna go in and stand
Yeah, we'll set.
by them. Here, Marcy, you have a seat, son. Okay, you wanna stay over, Greg, Mr. Greg and Miss Linda? Okay, so they can see y'all.
Scoot back.
Or y'all can
so I
sit in the
sit
chair,
with
if it's
her.
in your lap kind of
Let
thing.
me sit with Lisa. Scoot back.
Here, give it Marcy.
Get up.
So everyone can get by.
No, no
So
touch.
you can sit-
No,
you can sit
no.
down. Grandpa's
No.
gonna stand behind you. And Mr. Greg, you can sit right here. And then I can just, they know I'm here. But I can just get right here.
Look, look, look. Look, look.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
All right.
I'm here,
For
Your
the
Honor.
record, this is cause number E21091 AD. And Mr. Foley, you represent the petitioners in this case.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll be calling both of them as my witnesses today, Your Honor.
All right. How do you want
And
to
Judge,
proceed?
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Your Honor. I would ask that before we call them, we
No touch.
ask that you take judicial notice of the file to include all the necessary required pleadings in this case, specifically the affidavit regarding interstate compact that's on record, the adoption readiness report, the criminal history that's on file for both of my clients, the waiver and consent by the department as managing conservator, the waiver by Ms. Nutter as the attorney ad litem, and Mr. Dyer is with us in person, but he's also filed his waiver and consent to the adoption as the guardian ad litem on behalf of CASA. And then, of course, I ask you to take notice of the underlying suit of termination.
And I have had a chance to review those items. Everything is in order, so I will take judicial notice of the file and those items in particular.
All right, thank you, Judge. And I will call Ms. Paradis as my first witness today.
Well, let me go ahead and swear both of you in if you don't mind.
Oh, that would help.
Would you raise your right hands for me, please? Do each of you swear and affirm that the testimony you will give in the cause before the court would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Yes? All right. Mr. Foley? I think
Thank
you've
you,
got
Judge.
everybody sworn in, so you should be good.
We got everybody covered. All right. Ms. Paradis, would you state your name for the court?
Linda Paredes.
And ma'am, would you take a moment and introduce us to your family?
This is Alicia Paredes. She's 8 years old. And this is Marcy Paredes. And she's 11. Okay.
All
And this
right.
is my husband, Greg Paredes.
I'm glad you remembered him. He's an important part of this too. So
I
that's
never
good.
forgot him.
And y'all live there in Odessa, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And to the two young ladies you introduced us to, you're asking to be able to adopt them as a permanent, make them a permanent part of your family today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And as to Marcella, she was born on May 6, 2011 there in Ector County.
Yes, sir.
And Alicia was born on March 22nd, 2013, also in Ector County.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how long have these two young ladies been living with you and your family?
Alicia's been with me on and off for at least 3 or 4 years. Now, Marcy's been with us since she was 5.
All right. So based on that long time that they have been with you, do you believe that this adoption is the best thing for both of them?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell the judge why you think this is the best thing?
I think because they'll have a secure place and stability, and I love them, and I wouldn't have them nowhere else.
All
Can't
right.
live without them.
And they look like they're doing great. So And you understand that should the court grant this adoption, that you're taking all the responsibilities and duties of a parent for both these young ladies, just as they have been born to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you are asking for Marcella's name change to be Marcella Linda I'm off today, sorry. Paredes.
That's it.
And Alicia to be Alicia Yvonne Paredes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And with that, I'll pass this witness, Your Honor. And I'll call Mr. Paredes. And sir, would you state your name for the court?
My name is Gregorio Oliver Paredes.
And Mr. Paredes, did you hear your wife's testimony today?
Yes, sir.
Are you in agreement with that testimony?
100%.
All right. Do you also believe that this adoption is the best thing for both these young ladies?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell us why you think so?
Because they're sisters, they need to stay together. I'm their grandfather. I love them and I want them with me no matter what. That's about all I can say.
That sounds like a good reason to me. And I think you also made this clear, but you're willing to take all the responsibilities and duties of a parent for both of them, just they've been born to you. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, Your Honor, with that, I will pass this witness. And I do not have any further evidence or witnesses to present. I do know we have Miss Bethany a little off screen there with us today. I know we have Mr. Dyers with us, and I would defer to them for any further best interest. We ask you grant the adoption and the name changes.
Mr. Foley, I believe Marcella took the oath, and so I thought perhaps you might be going to call her as a witness.
Oh, we can find out how school's going, all kinds of good stuff.
All sorts of stuff, because you are under oath now.
You're under oath.
Uh-oh. Well,
What
Miss
would you
Marcella,
like to say?
What would you like to say?
What do you have to say? Say hi and
Oh, she's laughing now.
Okay.
say hi and tell them what school you go to.
I like that. Brandon Boy. Miss Bethany, you know this family. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
I know Alicia and Marcy are in great hands. Their grandparents could not be any better. I have no concerns or anything. I know they'll do well, and I'm excited for their future.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Dyers, you represent the best interest of these children as the guardian. What's your recommendation?
That these children be adopted. Bretta's family, I know our ongoing relationship with them has shown that these girls are in the best hands possible. So that's what I have to add.
All right. Well, with that, it is my pleasure. It's obvious by your testimony that you're willing to take on two girls who are going to be teenagers in no time. Wow. So I am very happy to grant this adoption as well as the name changes, as Mr. Foley has correctly read them into the record and put them in the paperwork correctly. And so as of today, I will sign the order and the adoption is granted. They are officially yours. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
All right. Anything else?
Nothing else, Your Honor. Just thanks for all the help and congratulations to the family.
Have the adoption party now. Yay. I like that. That's every time I grant an adoption. I like it. I like it. Thank you for showing it to me. All right. Thank y'all very much. We'll recess that case. And
Thank
y'all
you.
can exit the courtroom. Thank you, Mr. Dyers.
For sure.
Y'all
Thank
have a
you.
good day.
Thank you,
Thanks, everybody.
Jody.
And
Thank you, Ms.
Mr.
Bethany.
Foley, the next case that we'll take up is cause number E210095AD. And by proffer and also your filings, you have presented evidence that there may be some concerns about this being a public hearing. And based on that information and that evidence, I do find that it would be detrimental to the family and the children for this to be a public hearing. So